my channel. Oh my gosh. Hey, it's been a couple days. I missed y'all. I've been thinking about making this video for literally the past couple days, and I'm glad that I'm making it today. This video is about things that I want to improve of myself. 2 videos ago, we talked about my fears and my goals. We were getting personal. I wanted to get a little more personal so y'all can know me a little more on that type of level. So we're talking about things that I want to improve. And you know what I have here today with me? Trusty notebook, because again, I don't know how some YouTubers can just do it off dome. And they probably aren't doing off dome. They probably have a little notebook or a little paper right there that they can look at. But personally, me, can't think it off the dome. I'm just gonna be not in the mode and not in the mood or whatever. All right, let's get into it. Let's get started. All right, number 1 is my consistency. I am inconsistent with a lot of things, and that has to do with things that I have to physically do. If it comes down to emotional things or mental things, spiritual things, that's not a problem. I'm not inconsistent with that. In a relationship, I'm not inconsistent. In a friendship, I'm not gonna say I'm the greatest friend. Everybody messes up and they all have their issues, but I am not inconsistent. When it comes to physical things, say if I wanna be a nail tech and I have to practice, I'm inconsistent with practicing. Anything that has to do with me having to practice to learn it, I'm very inconsistent. Why? I don't know, but whenever I do get the feeling of, I don't want to do this anymore, I'm gonna do it today, and then I don't do it for the next couple days, I just try and push myself to keep doing it. But then again, that's the hard part, is to keep doing it knowing that it's gonna go somewhere. When you don't know where it's gonna go, you just have to keep telling yourself that it is gonna go somewhere. So that's my issue right now. I'm working on it, and it's getting better-ish, but at least we're working on it. Next one is my spending problem. I have a really bad spending problem, and being broke does not help that at all. Most of my money nowadays has been going to my bills, has been going to everything I need to pay for, phone bill, school, because I am paying that out of pocket, and credit cards, and things that my fiance needs help paying for. Most of my money goes to that, which for one is fine. But the thing that I don't like is being broke, because I want to spend an unnecessary amount of money on things that I do not need. But that's where I feel like that this could be helping my spending problem, because when I do get the money, I don't want to spend it at all. I don't want to. I want to spend a little bit of it on something, and then the rest, I don't want to touch it. So I created a list that each time that I get my check, I will go to a different store each week, and I will spend less than $100 at that store. I'm spending about $50 at the store. $50 at Ulta can get me a lot of things, or 2 things. $50 at Hot Topic can get me about 1 thing-ish, depending on what you get. So I thought that that list would help, and it has been helping a little bit. I still get the urge to spend over my budget, but we're working on it. You see, this is progress. Working on it. Next one is how I let people back into my life. That's probably the number 1 thing that I struggle with the most, is how I allow people to come back in my life when they have done something wrong. Now, I know what you're thinking. Jackie, why would you let them back in at all? That's what I'm working on. That's another story for another time on why I do that. Let's not worry about that, okay? Back up. But I don't know. I'm always giving someone the benefit of the doubt, and because I would want them to do it for me. And of course, they do it for me because my intentions is never to be an ill person to anybody. I never have the intent to hurt someone else, to hurt myself. Back then that's different, but now it's like I don't want to hurt people, because then they hurt me. And if I can avoid them hurting me, then I won't hurt them. That's just my mindset. I never have the thought to be like, I'm gonna do something so messed up that you're gonna hate me for the rest of your life. That's not something that I can do personally. I can't do that. There are some people out there that can, and I don't know how they do it, because it's so mind-boggling. But everybody goes through things differently. They cope through things differently. And I feel like trauma is what causes us to do certain things a certain way. And for me, my trauma is to forgive everybody, so I can have people that are close to me, and always have them close to me. That is probably something that I have to talk to with a therapist, now that I'm saying it out loud. It's okay though. That's my only thing. I have a really bad issue with how I let people back in, and it's like giving a slice of cake. You don't want to give everybody a slice of cake. and then you don't have any cake for yourself. You don't want to invite everybody to your birthday because then they didn't prove anything to be worthy of coming to your birthday party. You know what I mean? So that's something that I have to work on myself, probably with a therapist, like I said, because saying that out loud is, well, I said we was getting personal. All right, next one. Being more disciplined. In that case, if I know that I want to go out in 2 weeks, knowing the fact that an Uber to where I want to go is going to cost me $120 altogether, and then getting into the function is probably going to cost me another 20 to 40 bucks. Why go, babe? If you know that you might not have enough money, if you know that that's probably going to be the last bit of your money until your next check, why go, babe? So therefore, we don't go. And I have to keep telling myself that you're not going to miss out on anything. You are 22. I'm 22. You're not missing out on anything. What you could do now, you could do in literally the next couple months because summer is coming. But that's something that I also have to keep telling myself, that just because everybody else is doing it does not mean that you have to do it now. Knowing the fact you don't got no money to do it. Knowing the fact all your money is going to them bills, making sure them bills is paid. So I just have to keep in mind that as long as my bills are okay and paid, I am okay with being broke. That's really all that matters. As long as I have phone service and my credit cards are paid for the month and school's paid for the month, that's fine. It's fine. I don't care being broke. I don't care. Anyways, moving on. The last one, last but not least, is being less of an introvert when I am making friends. I am so antisocial. It is horrible. I will stare at someone and be in my head, hey, I want to be your friend. I'm not going to say it out loud. I'm just going to want to be your friend because you look cool, or you look really pretty, or you look like someone that I can talk to and have fun with. But because of my social anxiety and being antisocial on top of that, I just admire from a distance. And then people think I'm staring at them being a weirdo. When I'm not, babe. I'm admiring. Friendship crush. There's so many, I go to the mall and there's so many girls that I want to be friends with. And then it's like, no, I've already stared at her too long. She thinks I'm a weirdo. She's mean mugged me twice. Can't. I gotta put that now. So I don't know. That's just something that I have to work on as well. Because before, I used to be very friendly, very, oh my God, let's be friends. And then it just stopped. But that's based on trauma too. Because everybody kept telling me to shut up and nobody wants to hear you talk and you're annoying and you sound like a man and blah. See, we're getting close into the nitty gritty. I need a therapist. I need to talk to my therapist again because that's insane in the membrane. That's crazy. But that's basically it. I don't think it's hard to make friends in this and I don't think it's hard to make friends, but in this generation, some females make it very hard to be friends, especially the ones that don't want to be your friend, the ones that just want to talk about you behind your back, especially when you start being friends. When I start being friends with somebody, oh my God, let's be friends. Oh my gosh, you're so cool. Oh, you're so cool too. And I'm putting an effort to be your friend. And then it's just like, what was the point of saying you want to be my friend if you're not going to say anything to me, if you're not going to put an effort to be a friend? Which is another reason why I've just stuck it out with having 3 friends, having a really small circle of 3 people, because anything more than that is stressful. And people that be having these big friend groups, how do y'all do it? How? And it's not even big. It's like 5 people is a lot of people. But it's more than 3 or 4. How do y'all do it? Because, babe, I can't. They never work out for me. They never do. They always end in chaos. But it's okay. I avoid it until it's unavoidable, until one shows me that it can be good. Besides the point, that's the end of my little trusty notebook and my notes. It's just a little something about me because I want y'all to know me more. Nothing too crazy, nothing too shabby. Obviously, y'all just got to hear a little bit of my trauma. Just a tiny bit. That's just a smidget because everything else is too much. But I hope you enjoyed this quick video. It was just something slight. Today's the first of the month of March. We were just in January yesterday, and we're in March now. I hope y'all enjoyed February because I know I did to a certain extent. More to come, and I'll see you guys next time.